All right, let's look at another problem. It says, Angel drew a rectangle with an area of 24 square inches. Draw and label the side measurements of two different rectangles that could be the rectangle that Angel drew. So we know the area has to be 24. So first thing we need to think of is what are two factors that we could multiply together to get 24? Well, we know 8 times 3 could be 24. So we're going to draw our rectangle. And we could say 4 and 6, because 4 times 6 would be 24. We could also know that 3 times 8 would 24. So both of these could be the rectangle that he drew, because 4 times 6 equals 24 and 3 times 8 equals 24. Okay, let's look at another problem. So if you turn the page to this one, this is one of our other composite forms. So here's our thing. And our question says, Tommy is trying to determine the area of the composite figure. Select 2, so make sure you pay attention. If it says 2 expressions, you have to have 2 answers. So we're going to find the 2 expressions that Tommy could use to find the total area of the figure. So remember, we talked about you can divide up a shape more than one way. So the first way, we could divide it right here. So then I'm going to cover up my first shape. So how many rows do I have? 6. How many columns? 3. And I didn't break either of those lines up. So I could come over here and write 6 times 3. That would be my first one. Okay, so now let's switch it to this side. So let's look. I have 2 columns and my rows are 2 over here. So let's think. This one I can't use the 5 because I broke it up. But this one's saying from this point to this point is 2. So that could be my columns and this could be my rows. So I could say 2 times 2. So I could come back over here. So let's see if any of them match that one. So let's look. Look at this one right here. 6 times 3 and 2 times 2. So there's one answer. So now I've got to decide, is there another way I could divide this shape up? So let's look. If I take that one away, what if I was to divide it right here? So let's separate it. Let's look at this shape. I have 2 rows, 5 columns. So I could come over here, write 2 times 5. Gets 2 rows, 5 columns. Now let's look at the next one. Okay, if you look, I have 3 columns, and from here to here is 4. So then I could say 4 times 3 and add those together. So let's see if I can find something that matches that. Let's see. This one doesn't match up. Look at this one. 5 times 2, 4 times 3. Because remember, they can be switched. So it would be B. So our answers would be B and D. So make sure when you work this, when you split it both ways and see what the area would be. We won't work this one out, but just remember to solve this one. Let's catch this right here. 3 answers. So you're going to see one on your test that asks for 3 answers. Make sure you give me 3. So on this one, remember, you've got to finish drawing the shapes. So you'll have to use your thing on the computer to help finish drawing the line. So just continue filling in the lines. Then remember, count your rows, your columns, and then work out each one till you find the right answer. Let's look at this one. Don't let this one catch you off. Because if you were to just do it like that, are all of our squares the same? No. So there's going to be another one right there. So don't let that one throw you off.